What's happening with you fellas tonight, man? How's everybody doing, bro?
The shaved Lion King got me on semen retention. For real, for real.
Activate the Shave Line King.
You are now listening to Beantown Beats. You are now listening to Beantown Beats.
You are now listening to TSLK.
You are now listening to Beantown Beats. You are now listening to Beantown Beats.
Yo, what up, fellas? What up, fellas? How is everybody doing tonight, man? I hope everybody is doing well. It's your main man, your captain, back in the building, bro. The Shave Lion King. And listen, man, I had to come in here tonight, man, because I had something on my mind, bro. I had to do this 7-year review real quick, man, about my semen retention journey, man. I gotta tell you guys something, man. I gotta tell you, man, you guys already know, bro. I gotta tell you guys something, man. Listen, bro, semen retention has been the most amazing thing that's ever happened in my life, man. Okay. I'm sitting here, man, and how everything has just done came together for this one pivotal moment in my life, man. And I owe it all to retaining my seed, bro. So many people have told us in the past, bro. So many people have came and left these messages, man. So many people, bro, have inspired us, man, to be the very best that we could be, man, as men. And I want you to understand, man, this was my whole drive behind this channel. Okay, this whole channel, man. I owe this whole channel, man, to the first time that I made a semen retention content. Okay, and I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I want you guys to understand that, man. I'm just like y'all, bro. There's a lot of you guys out there right now, man, who've just done joined this journey, and you did it because you had the intuition. You just absolutely knew that you had found something when you started this journey, man. And this is exactly is what's happened to me. Okay, I'm in the 7 year review, bro. Listen, let me tell you something, man. It's been longer than that. It's almost 8 years now. Okay, but I want to do this 7 year review, man, on my semen retention experience, man. I've been looking back in a lot of my old videos, okay, because I'm about at the point now, man, where I've learned all I could learn in this practice, bro. Okay, I've done all I could do, and now I'm about to transmute, bro, this energy to a whole new level. Okay, I'm about to unlock my final form. I want you guys to understand this, man. I know you guys out there who are real retainers understand what I'm saying. I'm not out there trying to prove to nothing to anybody anymore. I don't have to. Okay, all I have to do, man, is go look back on what I left behind. Okay, what I gave to the community, man. Okay, the heartfelt content, man, the passion, man, everything that I gave to this journey, man, I have it right here for me to go back and reference. And let me tell you something, man. I see some amazing things that untranspired in my life, bro. Okay, I have grown. All right, I have changed, man, so much over these 7, 8 years of this journey, man. And I think this is one of the most important things that a man could ever do. Matter of fact, I recommend this for every man out there because, like I said, what it's going to do, man, it's going to put you into divine alignment. It's going to show you, man, how to become your best version. It's going to unlock gifts and things inside you that you didn't even know you have. Okay. The most important thing is going to make sure you get that connection back with the Most High so you can get back on your purpose, so you can find out what you're truly supposed to do in this life. Because let me get you guys to understand something, man. Okay. A lot of you guys are knowing this right now. Okay. We're in this world, man, trying to figure things out. Okay. We live in a world of chaos. We live in a world where there's just all this stuff going around 24/7, man. All right. And we got to find a safe place. All right. We got to find a spot, man, where we can go and we can hear ourselves think, man, so we can figure out a plan. I understand, man, that you can't just come into this game, bro, all right, without a plan. You got to come into this game, bro, with what you think that you want in your life. Okay, you got to be organized. You got to put together a blueprint on what you want in your life. And this is the first and most important step of retaining your seed, bro. Okay, you got to understand this, guys. Okay, you got to have a reason to do it. You got to have the drive. Let me tell you guys something, man. Like I said, I'm looking back on all my content, bro. I'm looking back on what I left to this community. And let me tell you something, man. All I could do was tear up, bro. All I could do is get choked up in my throat, man, to see how far I've came. Okay. This isn't something that I normally would have done. Okay. There was a divine timing. There was something in the cosmos that aligned for me to do this at this moment. And that I was going to be able to look back on all the things that I did, man, and I was going to be able to see that I truly, truly learned and grew from this process. And this is what I want to show y'all. I want to show you guys on what I've been through. I want to show you guys that you can really, truly unlock your higher self. All right. And let me tell you something, man. Because I've done this, because I put in this discipline, because I went on this practice, man, everything has came in divine timing. I've met the most amazing people. I've met some of the most amazing people who's helped me this far on this journey. And now they're about to take me to a whole nother level. Okay, I'm about to start tapping into things, man, that are gonna take me to the next level. I'm talking about unlocking my final form. Okay, we're talking about I've been holding my seed, bro. Okay, I've been practicing this semen retention, bro, for over 7 years. We're talking about building up 7 years of life force energy. Okay, we're talking about making this, this practice go and transmute this energy up my spine, unlocking that kundalini energy for the last 7 years. And let me tell you guys something, man. You hear about it, we read about it. Okay, there's so many different people who done left their mark on this community. And I'm here to tell you guys, man, this has been the most amazing thing that I have ever done in my life. Okay, I have unlocked things that I have yet to even tell you guys and even to share yet. Okay, I'm still learning things as well, but I'm here to tell you, man, that if you need something to really change your life and you drastically looking for a change, you drastically looking for something that's going to make a difference in your life, you have found the right practice. Let me tell you something, man. Like I said, man, I'm sitting here looking at all these videos, man. I'm sitting here looking at all my old work because you know what? I hear so many people that come in here that try to be negative. And listen, I have an ear to ear. I have an ear to hear. I'm not going to sit here and not listen to everybody. I'm going to value everybody's opinion. So what did I do, okay, to prove that I was doing the right thing? I went back and I looked at what I left. I looked back on where I started. I looked back on what my first introduction to semen retention and what I left about, about this practice here on this channel. And this is what we're going to do. I'm going to play a couple videos, man, some pieces here and there at the very beginning of my semen retention journey. And I want you guys to be here with me and look and see how much I done changed, see how far that I done came, see how much knowledge that I done gained. I told you guys, man, I told you you can become a genius on semen retention, okay? I told you all of these different things, man, and I promise you, man, I wouldn't be sitting up here lying about this. This is exactly what has happened to me. And the same thing can happen to you. Some of you guys out there are not ready to go on the journey yet. Some of you guys are out there where it's in your timeline right now, okay? And now you're experiencing it. Some of you guys right now are in the midst of long streaks. Some of you guys right now, man, are on the fence. But let me tell you guys something, man. I'm telling you, this is going to be the best investment in your whole life, bro. Okay? I'm telling you, this is going to be the best investment in your whole life. We're talking about unlocking your brain. We're talking about unlocking your gifts. We're talking about putting you in alignment with divine energy and frequencies. When I tell you the universe responds to people who are holding their sexual life force energy, I cannot make this up from things that have been happening in my life. I can't even explain them. The people that I done met, the different things that I done learned, the path that I'm on, and where I'm headed in my future. All of these different things, man, have came because I chose to put in this discipline. I chose to stay focused. I chose, bro, to give myself over to this practice. And now what you're seeing, man, is you're seeing my life unfold in a very different way, man, where I'm able to come on here. I'm able to express, bro. I'm able to show you creativity. I'm up here doing things, man, that regular people can't do. And this is my proof. This is my testimony to the semen retention community. And I'm proving it to you guys, man. I'm proving it to you every single day on the way that I carry myself, bro. Everything that I do, man, has been from this reason of holding my seed. And I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited to move forward. I'm excited for what my future has for me in store. Okay, because I'm going to continue to help people grow. I'm going to continue to help people elevate. I'm going to continue to learn myself. But what I'm here to tell you guys today is, man, that this is a practice, man, that you should not waste time on. Okay, this is something that you should fully commit to. Okay, I'm telling you, man. Listen, we got time in our lives to do all these different fun things. We got time for our lives to be out there dating. We got time for our lives to be out there playing around with different things, okay? Different sexual experiences. Hell, even if that's what you want to do is to go, experiment with touching yourself. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. We all got time to do that. We all got time to learn from those experiences, okay? But what you're going to see when you start practicing this walk of retention is what you're going to see, man, is you're going to see, man, that you get into this thing that I like to call divine alignment, where things start happening in your life that you cannot explain. Okay, things start happening to your life, bro, that just become amazing. Okay, we've talked about all the different things that you gain on retention. We're talking about how people feel this frequency and they just start opening up to you. You start attracting all these wonderful things in your life. And this is what has happened to me, okay? Despite all these other positive attributes that came along with the practice, like becoming more intelligent, becoming better looking, okay? Becoming a better speaker. All of these things, man, are going to level you up better than anything else that is available in this world. This is something that we should all be taking seriously. This is a practice, man, that we all should be doing, man. And I want to play a couple of these videos, man, to show you, to prove to you, man, on what I've came from, all right? And this is what we're going to do. We're going to break these videos down, just like in review, just like I do any other videos when I come on here, man. We're going to look back on how far I've came. And I want you guys to be honest, man. I want you guys to be honest. I want you to see for yourself, man, and know that this is what I've came from, okay? From the very beginning of this thing, man. This is how I started, and look at how I'm finishing in my life. Okay, look how I'm on another level. Look how and what I've created and I've left behind. A lot of you guys don't understand legacy. A lot of you guys don't understand all of these things yet, man, but eventually one day you will, okay? And this is what I'm proving to you. This is what you're going to be able to accomplish in your life. And I'm here rooting for you. I'm here trying to motivate you guys and get you guys to understand, man, that this is real, bro. This is real, bro. Okay? Despite all the clowns, despite all the trolls, despite all the people who don't want to try this practice, I am telling you, bro, that this is one of the most amazing things that you could ever do in your life. Sure, there's going to be ups and downs. Sure, there's going to be some problems. Sure, there's going to be trials and tribulations. We understand that. That comes with anything that we do in this life. But the comfort, the ease, bro, the cruise control mode, bro, okay, all of the benefits that you're going to gain on this journey, bro, is well worth the time that you're going to get, okay? I'm telling you. So I'm going to play this video real quick, man. We're going to start off at this old video here, man. I want you guys to understand something. This video is 7 years old, bro, okay? I can't believe time has flew this fast, man. This video is 7 years old. And to think, man, that I have not faltered from this practice, okay? I've stayed focused. I stayed disciplined, man. And look now on what my fruits have bared, okay? Listen, I know some of you can't see it, and that's fine, bro, okay? But a lot of you can. Everybody out there, man, who is truly on this walk, who is truly showing the sexual discipline understands on what I have done, okay? And this is what I'm proving to you. I'm going to go back in the timeline. I'm going to show you where it started, okay? And this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to play this video, man, and we're going to break it down. So bear with me. Welcome back, all my no-fat brothers. Welcome back, all my semen retention brothers. It's your captain here, Mr. Washington, aka the Shaved Lion King. Today, I'm going to be talking about the true breakdown of these no-fap superpowers and exactly what it all entails. Also, I want you to know that this is the most vital component to success and happiness in a man's life. All right? This is what this is. I cannot make this up. This is what this is. I'm going to continue to talk about my journey, what I've been through, and the benefits you can expect if you just practice and hold on tight to this journey. How you doing there, my buddy? Let me find somewhere to park here right quick. And then we're gonna go in. No-fap
People used to try to tell me back in the day that, I had anger issues. I've had my ex baby mother tell me that I've had anger issues in the past. And you know what? I'm not going to deny any of that not being true. However, I didn't think it was the type of anger issues where I would just go around and be pissed off at people all day. That's not the way it was. The way it was to me was if someone did step on my toes, my fuse would go off quickly, if you know what I mean. So since I've been doing this semen retention, you guys, I don't see myself and I haven't been angry at all. And I think that's a huge, huge gift to men, because some of us men have a lot of hard things that go on in our life, a lot of tough situations that go on in our life, whether that be divorce, whether that be women problem, whether that be financial problem, whatever it may be, we can get angry very quickly. And the number one thing that I've learned, and I've just start picking up in this journey, is I don't get angry.
Now, this is what I want to start off first, man, because this is most important to me, man. I want you guys to understand something, bro. This is one of the biggest things that changed my life on retention. Okay, let me explain why, man. Okay, like I said, man, we're men. Okay, we have testosterone. Okay, we have been coerced in our early on in our lives, man, to practice things that were unhealthy for our masculinity. Okay, this is why the corn is promoted. All right, this is why when we were younger, we're in and out of relationships because we don't understand the value of holding our sexual life force energy. And I want you guys to understand something, man. My anger, and I don't really even call it anger, I've never really been an angry person, but to be able to tame my emotions, to be able to suppress my emotions and use that emotion for positivity has been one of the biggest flexes, bro, that I can tell you about retaining your seed on semen retention, bro. Okay? Because this is what I have done. Okay? I'm talking about a divine masculine man being able to be comfortable in his own skin. I'm never a person who gets set off. I'm never a person who ever is angry. I'm always a person who's calm and and collected and has a nice, strong demeanor, man. I never falter from my ego, okay? I never, man, guys, listen. I know this is hard for you to understand, man, and you think that this isn't masculine, but it is, bro. I'm telling you, I've never have fell off since I've been on retention, man. I've never had any of these anger issues. I've never had any of these problems where I couldn't control my emotions, man. And to me, man, that is a huge flex because there's so many things and there's so many trials and tribulations that we go through as a man. There's so many different problems that we have to endure as a man, okay? Some of us get in relationships and have our hearts broken, okay? Some of us get into, different ego, different fights and different problems from people that have coming into our lives and has brought us negative energy, man. And let me tell you something, man. Ever since I've been on this practice, man, I have been the most calm, cool, collective dude. And I am so impressed, man, on how I handle myself, okay? My voice has calmed down and chilled. I'm a person that has a lot of energy. I'm high vibrational naturally. So I'll come on here, man, and sometimes the energy, that kundalini energy will go up my spine, bro, and I'll just come out with passion. Okay? I'll always be someone who looks like they are doing things out of emotion, and this is not the case. I want you to understand, man, all those things are going to be suppressed when you're retaining your seed, man. And this is what is so damn attractive to men who are holding their seed. I'm telling you, man, to be able to be in the presence of women, to be able to be in the presence of other masculine men, bro, and be able to be cool, calm, and collective, man, and get your point across without showing emotions, man, is a huge flex, bro. You look around social media, man, you look around the world and you see a lot of men who are unable to do this. A lot of men are set off easily. A lot of men out there who are depleted and defeated, man, okay, are often in their emotions. And this is something, man, that I have noticed. I've noticed that this is how I'm going to be for the rest of my life just because I was able to go long enough and display this amount of discipline, man, to build up this energy enough to be able to use it for my higher purpose. And this is what I'm proving to you guys. If you listen to my content from 7 years ago to now, you're going to see a major difference in the way that I conduct myself. You're going to see a major difference in the way that I deal with people who come in and are disrespectful. Okay. 7, 8 years ago, man, I used to be set off by trolls. Okay. I used to be set off by people who would come in and say something smart to me. I used to be set off by women who would cheat on me. I used to be set off on women who would do things that were mean to me, man. Okay. Now I'm looking at the way I am now and how far that I have come, man. I have totally changed, man. Okay, I'm so cool, calm, and collected, man, and I'm so well spoken. I am absolutely shocked, man, that this is me in the past, bro. Okay, and this is one of these things, like I'm trying to tell you, this is one of my biggest flexes, man, because now no matter where I go, no matter who I deal with, man, this is the type of man that you're going to be dealing with. Okay. This is going to be consistent. This isn't an act. Okay. Because, man, I'm holding on to my T. Okay. I'm holding on to this testosterone, man. I'm holding on to my glow. And now, because of that, man, you're starting to see on how this is untranspired in my life. Okay. It's done made me the man that I need to be. It's made me a real man. And this is someone, like I said, one of the biggest flexes, man, on semen retention. Okay. A lot of you guys out there, man, understand on what I'm talking about, bro. Because we have that testosterone. We're men. Okay. It's okay for us to be able to flip that switch, man. It's something that we need. But you got to understand, man, in a world like today, man, where so many things are chaotic, bro. Okay. So many people, bro, have different problems going on in their life. And this is one of the main things that you're going to be dealing with people in the real world. And you got to be able to learn how to conduct yourself. You got to be able to learn on how to suppress your emotions, man. Okay. Because that can get you in trouble as a man. And this is one of the biggest things that I done noticed about SR. Like I said, man, you can tell just the way I talk, bro. You can tell by the way I present myself. You can tell by the way, bro, that I conduct myself on these live streams. You can hear it in my voice. You rarely ever hear me get set off. And when you do hear me get that way, you got to understand that it's not me being set off. It's passion. Okay, it's a complete difference. I can go and show you videos where I was actually dipping into emotion, man. And I've gone back and I've looked and I've looked and I've looked, man. And I'm telling you, man, over the last 5 years, you don't see none of this. You have seen a completely different person, man. And I owe this all to SR.
Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm happy all the damn time. I know that sounds corny, but I'm telling you guys the fucking truth. This is real, you guys. There's nothing here I'm joking about. Everything that I'm going to tell you here correlates so hard with my life. How long do I plan on doing no fap semen retention? That's a good question, bro. I plan on going as far as I can go with this. Now, if you guys want to know the truth, you know, I just like to be truthful. I've been going out a lot lately to like restaurants. I go to nice restaurants, high class restaurants. That's what I do with my time. Instead of sitting at home playing video games. What's up, brother? Instead of sitting at home playing video games, instead of fapping off my energy, instead of going to bars and getting drunk, instead of going to clubs and seeking out women in these areas, what I like to do with my time is I like to go to nice upscale restaurants, order real high class food, and I like to dine by myself. And this is another one of these things that I've been testing to see if my law of attraction actually works. And you guys, every time I go out without fail, I'm always having conversations with someone. People see me sitting by myself and they come up to me and they start talking to me. As a matter of fact, I went out last night to a high class restaurant by myself and I had myself a steak dinner, right? I would say, Jason, I would say that, you know, it keeps me in a state of I know how to act around them and how to avoid problems. Because let's put it this way. if you have a baby mother and you have a kid and you're not together, then that's pretty much a rocky kind of situation, right? So every time you're going to go over there, there's going to be some kind of issues. There's going to be some kind of, you're going to be uncomfortable around that person. What I've known is I am so calm, and I am so humble now. That's a great word to put there. I'm so humble now on who I am. And when I go somewhere and I feel negative energy, or I feel somewhere where I'm not liked or wanted, I combat that negative energy with kindness. Now, this doesn't say that I'm being weak at all. No, this is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I try not to add fuel to the fire. I try to put out the fire with the opposite, and that is, being kind, being cool. And I've noticed that since I've been on this journey, you're right, bro. I've noticed a huge difference in the way the relationship is between me and my baby mothers. Number one, they're not getting the energy that they want to get from me. They're not getting that negative energy from me. It's like they can't even understand and see who I am anymore. It's like I'm such a different person while doing this semen retention. Guys, I feel like I'm walking in the highest consciousness. I feel like I'm walking in the highest spirit of life. And I feel like I can navigate myself through any kind of conversation. And this is just real talk, okay?
And as you can see, this is my main point, bro. This is the main point of retention for me. This is the biggest flex. Because you got to understand, man, a lot of us are going through things in life. A lot of us done created situations in our lives, man. All right. And we're having to learn how to navigate and deal with them, okay, without putting ourselves in jeopardy. And this is, like I said, this is attractive, man, especially to women. When I go into places, man, and I'm talking to women and I'm talking to them in this cadence, and I'm talking to them cool, calm, and collective, and they can tell that I'm somebody, man, who is holding sexual energy. This is one of the biggest flexes for me, man, because the women are attracted to a man who is calm. Okay, women are attracted to a man, bro, who is stoic. Women are attracted to a man who is able to control his emotions. And don't get it wrong, man. It ain't, like I said, it isn't a bad thing every now and then, all right, to be able to show that you got some energy built up. But the whole point of the matter is, man, that this is how you're going to be from here on out. It's going to be very unlikely, man, that you run into people, man, and they're going to be able to set you off. I don't care what kind of situation that you are in. It is going to be highly unlikely that you're going to be set off. I still am tempted to today by plenty of people in the outside world. I tell you, I work with lots of people, man. I work with all sorts of people, different energies, different personalities. I'm still dealing with these women, okay? And here's what I've learned, okay? I've learned that I'm unbothered. Okay, I am learned, bro, that I am now the rock. Okay, I have learned, bro, to how to suppress any type of emotions that will ever try to come out of me. And this has made me a better communicator. Okay, this has made me a person, man, that people can rely on and trust, because I'm always going to be consistent with my energy. This is important, and this is a powerful tool for a man, especially in the realm of communication, man. You got to understand this, okay? Because let me get you guys to understand something, okay? All of these things that we are doing are going to get gradually better as we go. Okay, this is going to help us further on in life. This is going to help us, like I said, in relationships. This is going to help us in the aspects of business. It's going to make you a better communicator. And this is a huge masculine trait that most men have yet to conquer. And because you are on retention, this is one of the number one things that are going to happen that you're going to notice. Okay, because it's the testosterone, man. When you're releasing it, man, you become vulnerable. You become weak, bro. Okay. When you're holding on to it, you become strong. You become the rock. And this is why we are doing this practice. Remember, we are trying to do this to become our very best versions. And this is how you're going to do it.
Now, the next thing, number three, healthy body weight. Guys, I'm not one of these guys that sit on YouTube and make videos and say, "Oh, I'm on no fap. Let's go to the gym and work out and let's get swole muscles and let me take selfies of myself and post them all over the internet." Guys, I'm not one of these guys, okay? But what I can tell you is I've maintained such a great healthy body weight and I don't even have to work out, okay? I don't go to the gym. I do things at home. I do push-ups, I do sit-ups, I do pull-ups, you know what I mean? I jump rope and I do all these things. And what I've noticed is my body weight and my health is on point, okay? People might look at me and think that I hit the gym. They could easily look at me and think that I hit the gym, but I do not. It's not that I don't want to hit the gym. It's just I know the distractions that are in the gym, whether that's women walking around in skin tight pants trying to throw me off, or whether it's guys, walking around all steroided up, trying to, make themselves feel better than they are, because most people today's age, believe it or not, are on steroids and they got self-esteem issues. I'm not one of those guys, okay? I don't need to go to the gym. However, if you're one of those guys that is starting no fap semen retention and you feel like you need to go to the gym because maybe you are slightly out of shape, maybe you are need to get, to refine your build, then I would definitely recommend that for you to do. Now, number 4, my eyes, okay? My eyes are super bright, you guys. I'm gonna try to get some light in here. I don't know if you guys can see my eyes, okay? I don't know if you guys cannot see my eyes. Look at my eyes, you guys. Look at my eyes. All right, I want you to look really close to my eyes. Look how bright my eyes are. And this is one of the number one things that these women are attracted to, okay? This is what I'm starting to pick up on, okay? Not only is it, the aura that I'm putting out, it's my eyes. I mean, look at my eyes. Look at my skin, you guys. I can't make this up. And, 16 months is no joke of semen retention, you guys, all right? 16 months. I'm not one of these guys out here that are bragging about going a month. I'm not one of these guys out here that are bragging about going 90 days, because I'm not shooting anybody down, but that is nothing. That is a drop in the bucket to 16 months, okay? That is a drop in the bucket to 16 months. And what I'm starting to see, guys, is my health is so damn vital, and this is why these women are attracted to me, okay? I went out, like I said, I went out to this steak restaurant last night, right? And I was sitting by myself. And I noticed the last 3 times that I've been there, there's this blonde girl, and she's super cute. Okay, I have a thing for blondes, even though I told you I'm trying to avoid Caucasian women at this time. But this blonde is always staring at me. And last night I finally said something to her, and she stopped and talked to me and introduced herself to me. And the number one thing that I noticed about our conversation is she was looking me dead in my eyes.
Now, here's what I want to tell you guys is my next favorite thing about semen retention. Okay. Number one, the health, the health benefits. Okay. We talked about stem cells so much on this channel, and I think you guys are not in complete understanding on how important stem cells are to a man. Okay. We're talking about tapping into the genes of immortality. Okay. This should be worth going on retention all by itself. When we live in a world today, man, where supplements are like the number one thing in the world that people purchase to try to enhance their looks. And as men, we have this ability to retain our seed, okay? To build up these stem cells that go back into our body, that rejuvenate our body, okay? We're talking about having brighter eyes, brighter skin, okay? A deeper voice that you can clearly hear, man. Okay, again, this video is 7 years old. Okay, we're talking about 7 years old when I was on 16 months. Okay, I'm on 4 years now of semen retention. Okay, a straight streak of 4 years, and you can hear the difference in my voice just from this video. Okay, you can hear it, and also you can see it. Okay, look how far I've came. Look on how I've grown a mane as a lion. Look at the maturity from now till then. See the difference. Look at the comparison. Okay, this is 7 years old when I was on 16 months of semen retention. And look on how I'm talking. Look on how I'm explaining these different things are happening to me. And understand on where I'm at now. This is what I'm proving to you guys. Back then, I felt this way, okay? And I was on 16 months of pure hard mode. And now I'm up over 4 years of retaining. And this is what I want you to understand. The stem cells, the benefits that you are going to receive for retaining your seed, man, are there's no value you can put on that. Okay, you need to understand this, man. You can't go and purchase any products that are going to give you the benefits of a retainer. This is something so important that every man should be doing, bro. This is how you completely change your life. You're going to change your looks. You're going to change your voice. You're going to change everything about you, man. And all you have to do is put in the discipline. I don't understand on how modern men has not wanted to fully tap into this practice and give it a shot when we have said over and over and we've repeated the different messages that all these people have left explaining to all these benefits that you're going to receive when you're retaining your seed, man. And you're seeing this now because you can clearly see that this video is 7 years old, and you can clearly see on where I'm at today and what I have left behind since I started this journey. And there is no way that you can deny the glow up that came from retaining my seed. This is powerful ish, fellas. Okay. You cannot make this up. This is how you become the ultimate male. This is how you unlock all of your attributes. This is one of these things that I'm just proving to you, man, that should be a no-brainer when you go on retention. We're talking about tapping into the immortality gene. 7 years ago, and I still look exactly the same. 7 years ago, and I done enhanced the way that I look. 7 years ago, and you can see it for yourself. You can hear it. And this is why I want to continue to motivate you guys, to get you to understand, man, that you have the ability to unlock different things that are dormant in your DNA. I don't know what you're going to be able to achieve. I don't know what you're going to unlock, man. All I'm trying to show you is what is done for me and how it has changed my life, and how we understand that society, man, is trying to keep this a secret for themselves. They're hiding behind closed doors and they're teaching this to people and not the public. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to have this level up. They don't want you to have, man, this power, man, that every man should be experiencing. And when I'm looking back on these videos and I'm listening and I'm seeing the passion and I'm hearing myself speak and I'm seeing where I'm at today, man, it was well worth every minute and every effort that I have put into this practice. And this is what I'm going to continue to practice, and I'm going to continue to preach, because let me tell you something, man. These gifts never fall off. Okay, there is not no peak. Okay, you're tapping into the gene of immortality. You are able to look younger, bro, for years, okay, until you decide to come off of this practice and reverse that process. This is what you're going to have on the table. So I want you guys to understand, man, that this is real and you can see it with your own two eyes. And I want to continue to encourage you guys to go on your journey, man, so you will be able to tap into this. I want you to understand, man, that everybody has a chance to unlock things that they had no idea that they were able to do. Okay. That is something on the table, man, that you should take into high consideration, man. You should not be playing around and joking about this practice because it is a serious practice, man. This is why it's getting so much attention. This is why so many people have it in their mouths. Because let me tell you something, even the people out there, bro, who are messing around and only practice it for a few weeks here, a month here, 2 months there, 6 months there. Let me tell you something. Even though those numbers are short as they are, you all hear the same correlating fact coming from each one of these people's mouths. And what is that? That each and every single one of them have experienced these benefits. Okay. Now, it isn't because a lot of people out here can go long distances because, we live in a society full of temptation. Okay. A lot of people come off this journey. Okay. This is just the facts, but it doesn't negate the fact, man, on what you're going to gain the longer that you go on this practice. And that should be the ultimate goal, to become the best that you can be. You shouldn't set a time frame on this practice. You should go for as long as possible because, again, I'm telling you, we're still at the forefront of this thing. We don't understand on what we're doing yet. Okay. We have no idea. We are still our own guinea pigs, man. And this is why I want to continue to inspire you guys to keep going, because the sky is the limit as far as potential. And I'm telling you, man, the longer I have kept going, the more better I have become, the more sharper my mind has become, the better looking that I have become, the more well put together I have become. And this is what I want you guys to continue to strive for, because all of you have the ability to unlock these gifts.
And not only that, after we met, she walked away because I kept it real short because, I'm not trying to give out, the signs that I'm desperate, or I'm not trying to give out the signs that, I'm trying to chase women down and that's what I'm trying to do. No. But what I did is I kept it real short. I asked her, I said, "Excuse me, miss, may I ask your name?" And she said her name was Becca. I introduced myself. I said, "Hi, my name is Darius. Very nice to meet you." And I'm the one who turned away, right? I said, "Nice to meet you," and I'm the one who turned away, right? So when I turned away, that was the end of our talk. Now, I started sitting down and continued to finish my steak, right? As I'm finishing my steak, she walks up, because she's a waitress. She walks up from behind the counter, and she comes up to me. She goes, "What are you having?" And I said, "Oh, it's just some steak and some mashed potatoes." And she goes, "That's very good." And she smiled at me again. Now, I'm telling you guys to say this. There is something there. There is something that I'm putting out. Whether it's I'm going out to these places in full confidence by myself, you know what I mean? Because I'm going everywhere solo bolo. I'm not going with guys anymore. I feel like I can't hang out with people that are on my level when I'm on semen retention, okay? I just really can't. I just feel like people who are not on this, or they give off a real weak and needy aura, okay?
What have we been talking about, fellas? What have we learned recently on this walk of retention? We have learned about the pheromones that a man emits the longer that he holds his seed. Okay. During this time, I was unaware. Okay. I didn't understand the magic that I was putting out to the atmosphere around me. Okay. And as you can see, everything that we have talked about, all the science that we have put together in all of our recent streams, you can see why these things were happening to me back then. And this was the beginning of my journey. Okay. This was me being a guinea pig on my journey. Okay. And you can hear everything that we talk about in modern day retention unfolding. We're talking about the woman attraction. Okay. We talking about the confidence, okay? Because you heard me sit there and say that everywhere I went solo bolo, and this is the truth. And I still do this to this day. And that confidence has never left. As a matter of fact, bro, I'd say it's higher than it's ever been. And again, I'm proving it to you. There's no pill out there, bro, okay? This is better than any limitless pill out there, man. This is the ultimate level up for a man. This is what you need to be doing with your life as a man before you decide to go out there and release your seed for other practices other than procreation. Because why? Because you're leaving all of this on the table, okay? You're not becoming on who it is that you're truly supposed to be. And to me, man, that's not a life worth living, okay? Because you're going to always feel like you've came up short. You're going to always feel like there was something missing, especially when you run into the presence of a real retainer. This is what I want you guys to continue to strive for, bro. Because like I said, each and every one of you have a special journey inside you that you have not unlocked yet. You have special abilities, you have special gifts, bro, that you have not unlocked yet. Okay, we're all different. None of us are the same. All of us are gonna experience something different. But I can promise you this one thing: all of these things that we have talked about are going to enhance tenfold. Okay. All of these attraction from these women are going to come to you. Okay. All the confidence that you could ever want is going to come to you. These things have not left me. As a matter of fact, they've gotten so much stronger now that my pheromones have been so much more potent. Okay, because I've told you guys, man, I've told you guys so many woman attraction stories in the recent times. And let me tell you something, my woman attraction is stronger now than it's ever been. Okay, I can literally walk into a room and heads start turning and necks start breaking. Okay, and this isn't cocky. This isn't this isn't tooting my own horn, what all the haters say, because they're empty ball coomers and they have no idea what it's like to be holding life force energy. All of these things are real and they cannot be made up. And this is why I want to continue to keep encouraging you guys to keep going, because you don't understand, man, that there's no ceiling to this thing. You don't understand, man, that there's so much potential that you're leaving on the table, man. All right. And this is why we're going to continue to do what we're doing.
This is just something that I've really picked up over, the last year, and I'm starting to notice, okay? But again, as I tell you guys, look at my eyes. I cannot make this up. Your eyes get super bright. You get super healthy. Look at my skin, you guys, okay? Most of these people out here making these videos are not going to be personable like this. They're not going to tell you the truth. It just disappoints me that I watch so many no-fap videos, so many semen retention videos, and half of these guys are they're just on here just to show off. They're on here to show off their bodies. They're on YouTube to act, if you will, because I know they're not really doing this journey like they say they are. Yeah, and you're on day 8. Let's see here. Day 8, there's not going to be nothing. There's not going to be no big surprises on day 8, okay? But what I can tell you, I remember this distinctively when I first started, because I've done this multiple times, you guys. This wasn't a one-time go for me. I remember I told you in one of my previous videos, I went 3 months without sex. I went 2 months without sex. I went 1 month without sex. And that was masturbation too as well. I went this long before I figured out that I was doing what they call no fap, okay, and semen retention, because I made a vow to myself that I only wanted to release with a woman. So I ended up going 1 month, 2 months, and 3 months, okay, before I figured out what no fap was, right? And during that first month is what I'm going to say. I can't really break it down per se to days. Okay, I don't really like to break it down like that, but within that first month, you can count those 8 days within that first month. And that first month, you're going to see some huge changes, okay? The changes that you're going to see is, the number one thing that you're going to see is you're going to have lots of sexual energy, okay? Because now that you're telling yourself that you're going to do this journey and you're going to abstain, you're going to start building up this energy. This is where you need to put that energy, start putting and training your mind and putting that energy into other places, like reading, like studying, like maybe putting it into a business. And then if you're a big workout person and that's what you want to do, then you can go ahead and you can start venturing off in that field as well, okay? But that first month, that's where all this energy is going to start building up, and you're going to have to figure out something to do with it fast. If you don't, you're going to be back on the ringer again, okay? Because again, a lot of people don't even make it past that month threshold, all right? So if you're in that month threshold and you're building yourself up constantly to get there. You got to understand you have to put this energy somewhere, or if it doesn't, that energy is going to take you back over, okay? And it's going to push you back into relapse, all right? And this is the number one thing that you don't want to do, okay? Fortunate for me, I live in a small town. I live in a small town, right? And in this small town, there isn't a whole lot of stuff to do, okay? And I particularly don't like going around hanging out with younger people, people that are less mature than me. You know what I mean? I don't like to do that, okay? The only time I told you guys I've been out is that one time that I went to the bar. And most of the time, I like to go out now. Like I tell you, I like to go out to these restaurants, and I like to wine and dine myself.
So here another point that I want to make that's super important. Okay. You guys heard me say that I made a vow to myself early on in my retention journey. And what was that vow to myself? And I've still held true to this day. We got to think that this is 7 years ago, and I have not fallen off. I have held the discipline for 7+ years. I have not relapsed for 7+ years. This is what you get when you give your life over to this practice. Because when you're serious about this practice, you're going to do things exactly the way that I did them in the exact same order. Because I told you there is only one way to do this. You can't come into this practice, man, and think that you're just going to be able to take things from here and there and do it how you want. This is not the way this works. You have to give yourself over to this practice. Let me give you an example. We have one of my good friends in the audience, man, and his name's Steven. His channel is Steven Retention. If you guys have not gone over to Steven's channel, you need to go over immediately, bro, and support Steven. Let me tell you why you need to support Steven. Okay, Steven's well up over 300 days, bro. Let me tell you guys something, man. You guys are so used to being bamboozled and faked out by this fake YouTube algorithm and all these fake content creators, bro, who are strictly using the word semen retention to get themselves some clout and viewerships on their channels. There isn't very many real people in the semen retention community anymore because it has been made to look like a joke. It has been made to look like a fad. It has been made to look like it's a placebo. And that has been done very strategically on purpose. But what I'm here to tell you is, and I'm proving to you is, that once you have committed yourself to this practice, there is no going back. And again, that's not a scary thing. We're talking about becoming your greatest version. We're talking about having the most ultimate focus to be able to use towards your higher purpose and your goals. This is what has transpired in my life. You have seen the most ultimate discipline be displayed by me. I am standing up here as a role model, bro, and proving to you that this can be you and it is nothing that you should be ashamed of. I told you we're coming into a time where we're going to become the most attractive people. We are moving into new earth energy. We are moving into being, evolved species. We are moving into different ways of communication. And all of these different things that we are doing are positioning us, bro, in a very high position, man, to be able to use this energy to be able to create and attract the things that are meant for us in our lives. And I'm proving that to you based off what I have left behind and displayed to you over the years of me on this practice. But it comes with a price. You have to display the discipline. But I told you this is the best investment that you're ever going to do as a man. And I'm proving that to you guys just by the things that I have said in this video. Listen to me 7 years ago and hear me now. You can hear it. You can feel it. You can see it. You can see the creativity. You can see all the work that I have left behind because I am riding the wave of this retention energy from 7 years ago. I have still held true to my beliefs and the things that I have believed in. And now what you're seeing, bro, you're seeing me become my greatest version, my final form. Okay. And it all started right here in this video. And I told you guys, I made a pact with myself, bro. Okay. And this is what I have been honoring till this day. And look what I have gained. Look who I have become. Look what I have left behind. I know a lot of you don't understand it yet because you're not on this practice. And this is why only the retainers can appreciate what a real true retainer is doing, because we understand on what it takes. And I'm proving that to you just by doing this review. This is the things that you are going to gain. This is the frame that you are going to maintain. And I want you guys to continue to go strong because, like I said, the sky is the limit.
So the next thing that I want to tell you guys is you become extremely magnetic, okay? Hello? I'm telling you guys the truth here. You become extremely magnetic, okay? And this is, I've proven this to you guys over and over and over again. You guys must understand this. There's absolutely no placebo effect with no fap. This shit is real, okay? And the only people that are going to be able to experience this level are the people that are really doing it. Not the people on these YouTube videos that tell you they went 30 days and they relapsed and they have to make a video about relapse. And nobody wants to hear about relapsing. We're not here to entertain you. I'm here to give you knowledge so you can put this into practice. There's nothing cool about relapsing and making a video about it.
No, listen, guys. You heard me talk about this 7 years ago to the date. I have proven to you that this is the attitude that we did not want to have. Why? Because only the real retainers are going to appreciate what they have been doing. Okay. We're now in the modern times where I just told you where people are creating channels strictly to build up to the day that they relapse, and they are promoting that as their biggest videos. These videos get the most views, and these are the people who are going around saying it's a placebo. I mean, what's that guy's name? What's that guy's name that said it was a placebo? Oh yeah, that's right, Ren.
It's just a placebo. I mean, I did semen retention for like, I think I did like 200 days, and my hair grew long, but I don't have a beard, and I look like Mariah Carey, and I can sing like her too. I think that was one of the biggest benefits from semen retention, but I think it was a placebo because my testosterone didn't get very high.
This is what these guys are doing, bro. This is the example that they are leaving behind in the retention community. When you have pillars like myself, bro, who have videos that are 7 years old, proven to you, okay, proven to you on what I've came from, proven to you guys on how you're truly going to turn out if you turn and you take this practice seriously, okay? I am proving it to you guys, man. This is the man that you're going to become. Okay, you can already see, man, that I wasn't going for that because I was really on the practice. And we understand as retainers, real retainers, man, okay, that there's no such thing as a placebo on this practice. We know from day one that this energy is working from us. We can see the transformation. We can feel the energy. We can see it because this is how I can tell people are not really doing retention. Why? Because you become inspired, okay? You have confidence, and then you have so much energy that you want to share and you want to give back. This is how I can tell people are not really holding their seed. So when I hear people try to tell me that they're over 300 days, I even heard some ludicrous things where people say they're over 1,000 days, and yet they have no content. They have no work. They have left nothing, okay? Again, I'm not saying these are all cases, but to have this much energy in your body and not be able to transmute it and be able to give back proves to me, man, that most of these people, bro, are not really doing what they said. And this is one of my biggest gripes about people who are in the retention community who talk about retention. Okay. Again, I'm proving to you what I did. I did it the right way. I'm leading the example. And this is why I took the role of leadership and I take my job very seriously. Okay. Because I gave all into this journey and I've proven it to you on what I've left behind. Again, everybody is not going to understand this. Okay. If you're not vibrating on this frequency, you're not going to understand. You're going to think that I just pushed a record on a video and I recorded a video when it is so much more than that. Okay. You're getting actual live evidence. You're getting actual live testimonies. You're getting the true documentation of a real retainer in real life. And this is why I am the way that I am. This is why I'm so protective over this community, because the real ones are going to understand, man, that this has never been a game. This has never been a joke, because it actually does what it says it's going to do. It's going to make you become your very best version. Okay. And this is the whole reason that we are doing it. And I love how I had these videos to go back and reference on different things that I've said. And it's so funny that they ring true to this very day. You cannot make it up.
There really isn't, you guys, okay? So the good thing to do is to make videos the longer you progress, all right? You go a month, make a video about it. You go 2 months, make a video about it. You go 3 months, start fucking getting excited and make a damn video about it, okay? But don't be making videos about I almost relapsed. There's nothing funny and joking about no fap. This is a serious thing. This is for real men. This isn't for boys, okay? Only real men are going to get to this level, all right? Only people who have extreme discipline, only the people who really want to change their lives are going to get to this level. This is no game to me, you guys. I don't make videos every other day making videos about stupid shit to entertain you, okay? When you see my face, you guys know that I'm going to be on here to be serious, all right? And that's just the way I am. Give me 1 second here, Mike.
Now, was I lying? Let's keep the facts. Was I lying? Did I not keep it real with y'all? And this is what I'm trying to prove to you. 7 years ago, bro, to the date, man, I done told you all the things that done came to pass in the retention community, okay? Now we have a retention community full of people who are coming in here, man, who are just in here for the clout, who one of their main things that they're leaving behind in the retention community is talking about relapsing, okay? Talking about it's a placebo and they have no discipline, okay? Bro, this is not a game. This is not a joke. This is real life, man, okay? And you can already tell, man, who's a real retainer just by listening to them talk, okay? Because they're going to be very serious about what it is that they're doing. They understand on what they had to do to get themselves to that level. And you can hear this in my voice. You can see it in my face, man. Look, if you don't know how to read people, man, that's something I suggest you tap into. And what is the very best, one of the very best ways to be able to tap into the energy of being able to perceive people and be able to tap into your natural intuition. We've talked about it multiple times. It's by retaining your sexual life force energy, okay? It goes both ways. It's not just with the man. It's with a man and a woman. A woman can do the exact same thing. This is how you're able to heighten those sensitive abilities to be able to perceive people who are being real or not. And all of that comes from the practice of semen retention, bro, okay? Understanding, man, that this is what this energy is made for, okay? Again, unlocking things of what we talk about, like the sixth sense, which we're going to get to a little further in this video. It's funny that I talked about the sixth sense later in this video, and we're going to get to that because that is exactly what I'm talking about. That is having the ability to be able to perceive. And the only way that you're going to make that ability sensitive enough for you to recognize that it is working for you is to what? Is to make sure that you are retaining your sexual life force energy.
You watch somebody else fall off and fail, and it makes you think that you can go back and you can go in that same predicament, which is what I don't want you to do at all. I want you to watch positive videos. I want you to watch people who are really doing this without fail, okay? Because there is going to be some roller coasters. There's going to be times where it only when you're retaining semen that long, what end up happening, you guys, is all it takes is a split second to look at a woman's ass, to look at a woman's breast, to look at some sexy girl that you know, and you're going to get aroused. And when I told you guys, when you get aroused and you don't have an outlet, that concentrated energy goes back into your balls, and this is what causes blue balls. And this is the number one thing that gets people to fall off and relapse, okay? It's nothing scientific here, bro. It's pretty common sense. So the best thing that I can tell you, I know it's hard because I still do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, you guys, the next thing that I want to tell you guys is respect, all right? Respect, all right? I get tons of respect wherever I go, you guys, okay? Tons of respect wherever I go, all right? I'm not making this crap up, you guys. It's of course you have to dress the part. Of course you can't be one of these people who are walking somewhere with saggy pants. You know what I mean? You're walking around, you know, with just a bad attitude, a bad look on your face. I'm one of these people who walk around with their head up. I'm one of these people who walk around very sharp. I'm one of these people who look the part. And if you're feeling good, you will look the part. This isn't something that you'll just do. I mean, I'm just telling you, if you're really doing this, your whole demeanor is going to change. Everything about you is going to change. And then one of the number one things that you will start to get out of this is respect from strangers. As I told you guys, I go to these restaurants by myself, okay? I have dinner at these high-class restaurants by myself. And I always have older people, older women, older gentlemen, women younger than me, it doesn't matter. I'm always having conversations with someone. And this isn't out of coincidence, because these people don't need to come up to me. These people don't need to come up and talk to me. But there's some kind of energy that you're putting out that demands respect, all right?
Again, guys, let's prove a couple things with my demeanor watching this video, okay? First of all, I want you to notice the eye contact, okay? I want you to notice my demeanor. Look how I'm looking directly into camera. You were able to look directly into my eyes, okay? I have a masculine posture, okay? My shoulders are up, my chin is up, my chest is out, okay? These are the benefits that I am talking about that are basically what you need to become your very best version as a man. This is the demeanor that you have to have, okay? This is how you do it. This is how you get the respect. Listen, everywhere I go, okay, just like you've heard in this video is 7 years old, bro. So imagine on how much stronger this is now in my current streak today, okay? This video is 7 years old. And listen to how I'm talking. Listen to exactly what I've said. And I'm proving it to you guys. This is exactly what has happened currently in my life right now, okay? The respect that I get no matter where I go, bro, okay? No matter what room I walk into, you think it's a joke, okay? You can laugh, you can giggle. I really don't care. I'm going to keep getting these benefits, bro. I'm going to keep being able to connect and meet people, bro, and attract people into my life because I'm proving to you guys this is what I did and it really works, okay? This is what happens when you are truly retaining your seed. The respect that you're going to get from everybody, bro, is going to blow you away, okay? I've shared so many videos, bro. I've shared so much knowledge of what other retainers saying the exact same thing. And again, This is what's all going to make you become your very best version. This is what's going to open up all the opportunities for you. This is how you attract the life that you want. You guys are missing the point here, man. This is how you become a well-rounded individual, bro, where no matter where you go, man, these gifts are going to be working for you all the time, 24/7, bro. Okay? Doing things subconsciously to other people, man. Creating different attraction, bro. Bringing people to you who are going to change your life, different opportunities. This is how it is done. And I've been doing this, bro, for the last 7 years. And I can't tell you on how many important people that I had met. Bro, listen, man. I know I'm doing this for conversation's sakes, man. Okay, this is just for conversation's sakes, bro. I have so many friends who are well off, bro. Okay, so many friends that are well off, and let me get you to understand something. I didn't have to go to them. Okay, I didn't have to go to them. Those people came to me. Okay, whether you want to believe it or not, I really don't give a damn. Okay, I'm telling you on what it is, bro. Okay, I have well off men, bro. I'm talking about well off men, bro, who have nothing but the most utmost respect for me. Okay, who have came to me during my journey of retention, man, and have introduced themselves to me, bro. Okay, who have basically trust me with different things that I'm pretty sure they don't even trust with their closest partners. They consult and they confine in me, man. Why do you think that that is? Why do you think that that is? Okay. It isn't because I'm a handsome man. Okay. It isn't because, I'm tall. It isn't because, what I'm wearing. It's because of the energy that I am putting out, that I am emitting. Okay. They are able to sense and feel this energy. Okay. And because of that, man, this is what we talk about magnetism. This is one of those gifts, man, that you cannot sit here and say, man, it is a placebo. You cannot even account for this, man. It has happened so many times in my life, man. And this is the reason why, man, like I said, man, my future is bright, man. My future is bright. I have made so many connections with the right people. I have made so many friendships. I have attracted so many different things in my life that you guys don't even know about. And I'm telling you, man, I'm not making this up, guys. I'm not making this up, guys. Okay? This is what I have done, man. And I am blown away every single day, man, that I'm attracting someone new into my life. It never gets old, okay? All I do is keep accumulating different people in my life, man. I got to keep it real, bro, okay? All I'm doing is accumulating different things in my life because this is what I'm doing to attract these things. This is what I'm trying to prove to you guys, that we all have the ability. And why you don't want to do this, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know why people are out there thinking that this isn't real. People are out there thinking, man, that they're going to be able to go out there and do things the hard way. Okay. You're going against your nature, man, where you have everything inside of you that you could possibly need. You have every tool at your disposal to be able to bring whatever it is that you want to your life, man. And you're wasting it. Okay. You're wasting it, man. Nobody said you can't ever go back to it. Nobody said that you can't ever enjoy this, but you're missing the point, man. There's got to be some point in your life, man, where you decide, look, man, I want to be the best that I can be. If you're not saying that, man, you need to go look in the mirror and check yourself, bro. If you're not saying I want to be the best that I can be, and you're actually not putting in the effort, but yet we put in the effort in so many other things. Think about it. We'd rather be in the gym all day than retaining our seed. We'd rather freaking pump the steroids in our body every day instead of, retaining our seed. We'd rather go the hard way in life, man, instead of just go this way, man. All right. And do the right way to be able to bring all these things to you. Guys, trust me on this one. Okay. You have to trust me on this one. This is one of the key tools to bring magnetism to you, bro. Okay. I've never experienced magnetism on any other level, bro, like this before, okay? And I cannot make it up. This is happening to this day, and it is twice as strong as today than it was back then, okay? Same things are happening to me, okay? I've just explained to you, bro, these people have no, they have no, listen, they have no reason to just come into my life. They just don't, but they do, okay? And they're attracted to me. They confine to me. Bro, these are rich people. Not saying that I'm not going to be rich one day. You're missing the point here, man. I'm just a regular person. I don't got all that yet. But all of these people, man, have befriended me. All of these people, man, confine and consult to me. All these people ask my opinions on everything. I have people call me randomly. I'm talking about successful men, bro, who respect me, who contact me randomly, and they're always asking my input on every single thing that they do. I cannot make this up, man. Okay. And I attribute this all to semen retention, bro. We've seen the research. We've done the science, bro. We know that this is the truth. And I'm proving it to you on my walk alone. I don't need to read no books. I don't need to go listen to Carl Jung. I don't need to go listen to any of these people because I'm doing it myself and I'm telling you what I'm experiencing every single day. And this is all I want to prove to you guys. I want to prove to you, man, that listen, man, do not waste any more time, man, on trying to become your very best version, bro. There's no way around this, man. You're going to have to face this, man, okay? And this is what you're going to get if you just put in the effort.
All right. The next thing, you start to get praise from people, okay? I'm not trying to tell you this is like an idol worship type of thing. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying you'll get praise from people. You'll get compliments on the way you look. You'll get compliments on how your hair is, maybe how color your eyes are, maybe what you're wearing. You might even get praise on, just from being there. You know what I mean? Someone just might come up to you and tell you that you're a nice looking gentleman. You guys, none of this stuff I am making up. All of this stuff is 100% pure facts if you're on no-fap semen retention and you're really doing this, okay? If you're really doing this, all right? And I just don't hear people talking about this stuff because I can see right through a lot of people. A lot of people are just doing this for views, you guys. People are not really taking this journey as seriously as they're supposed to, okay? Another thing that you will see, you will start to notice that you get more friends, okay? I'm not trying to tell you that I go out and seek friends. I'm not trying to tell you that I go out and I hang out with friends. What I'm starting to know is, yeah, blue balls is real, brother. You're absolutely right. Blue balls is the number one thing. Like I was just telling them, blue balls is the number one thing that will throw you off this no-fap journey. It is the number one thing that will throw you off this no-fap journey. You guys, I'm going to tell you a true story really quick. I know I always bounce around, but bear with me. I'm not trying to make this, a video that's just, got everything in order. But I want to tell you guys this. There was a time, okay, I believe it was during my 6 months, 7 months in my journey, right? There was a time where I would go around and go see my baby mother, right? I would go around and see her, and she's famous for wearing the yoga pants. She's famous for wearing sports bras. She's famous for wearing all these things, right? And like I said, I'm around 6, 7 months, right? So what's up, buddy? So around 6, 7 months, I would encounter my baby mother wearing these things. And what happened with me is if I would stare, it only have to be 5 seconds of staring. If I stared in that 5 seconds, I instantly, because you got all this sexual energy in you, you got to understand this. I instantly get rock hard, okay? Instantly, all right? And then you have to go try to hurry up and put ice on your balls. You got to go try to hurry up and get away because what's going to happen is now that you've got rock, what exactly is going to happen is that rock is going to transfer into your balls. And this is where those blue balls happen. Now, let me tell you a true story about this part. So I got home. No problem, brother. I appreciate you for watching. So I go home, right? Now, I go home and it's about, about an hour after I saw all this, about an hour after I got rocked. And guess what happened, guys? Guess what happens? The worst pain of blue ball attacks I've ever had in my life. So bad, you guys, that I wanted to release it. It hurt so bad that I wanted to release it. But you know what else happened, you guys? I was at a pain threshold that was so great. Even though I psychologically was telling myself to release it, I couldn't have done it anyway because the pain was so great. The pain had built up so great that I was at a point of no return. Even if I had wanted to release it, I couldn't have. Okay? So this is where I'm warning you guys, and I'm telling you because I've already been through this stuff, okay? And you know what I did? You know what I did? You know the only way I held back and I didn't release is I just didn't release. I just laid there in pain, praying, yelling out loud. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. There's no secret on how you're gonna beat this crap, okay? It's reality, all right? It's you. Some people might say, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you go through that? Why would you torture yourself? Listen, you guys. I was at a point of no return. So even if I wanted to release at that time, I couldn't. So I told myself I might as well just stick it out. And that's what I did. Okay. Now, after I had done that a couple times, because I had that happen to me a couple times, right? After I had done that a couple times, I noticed that the blue balls didn't come back so strong anymore. Okay. It's because I had gone to like the height of the pain threshold, right? Doing that a couple times. And now when I recognize myself doing that or seeing that, I turn away quickly and I'm focused on something else and I don't get to that level again, right?
Now I want to speak on this real quick because I totally forgot about this part, man. And this is for all you guys out there who are just now fresh on your semen retention journey. Okay. Let me explain something to you guys. See, they talk about all the good glory stuff, right? We talk about all the positive things. We talk about all the happy things. Everybody's like, yay, we're on semen retention. And this is why most of these fools quit because they're not telling you the truth. Okay. AKA Ren. Okay. AKA all the people who relapse. Okay. All the relapse coomers. This is why they're not telling you the truth. This is why these fools relapse. Okay. Because they think semen retention is all candy and roses. They really think that, bro. Okay. Until they get built up for like 3 months, right? They make it to 3 months, right? And they get all built up and then they think that they can go to the club. They be in there grinding on a woman, right? And they think it ain't nothing because they feel like they get erect a little bit, but they think that that's all that's going to happen. And then later on when they get home, bro, okay, they don't understand that energy does not dissipate. I told you this is one of the worst things that you could ever do. This is why you need to find yourself a mentor so someone can educate you on what you're going to experience on retention. And instead, you got all these blue dudes in the community, all these green dudes in the community who have no idea on what they're getting themselves into. And this is why most of these dudes quit because they get to this point. You just heard what I went through, okay? Tell me how many men would have done what I've done. No, I'm going to tell you what men who don't practice retention long term would have done. They would have released their seed, okay? Because it gets so built up, man, that you just want to release it, okay? But I told you I did what? No matter what, I told you I did what? I said I made it an oath to myself, a pat with myself that I was never doing that again unless it was only with a woman. So guess what? There was no woman around for me to do that. And even if a woman was around, I still couldn't have been able to done it because of how great the pain was. But the lesson that I want to get to you across is, bro, that when you go on retention, this is what you're going to experience. And this is why I tell you, you need to practice solitude. Okay. This is why I tell you this is a lonely journey, bro. You don't put yourself around people. You got to learn how to be disciplined. You can't watch the stuff no more. You can't look on the social media sites. You can't get provoked because you are building up energy. Okay. And once that energy is built up, guess what? Especially as a man, a woman might be completely different. Okay. As a man, that is a loaded rifle. Okay. And what you've done is you done stuffed it all down in that muzzle, bro. And now you're trying to hope that that gunpowder, all right, comes out of that muzzle and goes back into the case. It's not going to work like that. Okay. And you're going to have to deal with that. And this is why I try to tell you guys, and I stress to you guys, you need to understand, man, that you got to be ready before you go on this journey, man, because it is going to be rough. There's a lot of different things that you're going to learn on this journey that most people are not talking about. They only talk about the positive things because this is how you know that they're not real retainers, man. They're not telling you the real that you're going to experience on this journey, bro. They're not telling you that this is the biggest monster that you're going to face on retention is blue balls, okay? And it hurts. Okay, it will break you down, bro. It's almost like being kicked in the balls by a woman, bro. That is how bad the pain feels when you're out there, bro, being negligent on your semen retention journey. And I want you guys to understand, man, you have to protect your eyes. You have to protect your energy, because if you don't, these are the type of things that a reoccurrence keeps happening that are going to lead to prostate cancer. They're going to lead to prostate problems. You want to get where the science is telling you that you're going to have prostate issues? Well, guess what? This is where that's going to happen. Why? Because I just explained it to you. This is a loaded rifle, bro, okay? And once you've stuffed the top with all that gunpowder, all it wants to do is shoot out, man, okay? And you don't understand, man, that this is not just going to go back down in your balls. It doesn't work like that. You have literally summoned the energy, okay? And this is where most people fall off. This is where most people give up because, like I said, the pain gets so great, bro, and it doesn't go down. It's almost like having to go pee, and then you get it to the very top and you decide to hold it. Okay, eventually what's going to happen is you're going to be dancing around so much, bro, that you're just going to say F it, and you're just going to release it. This is exactly what you're going to experience, bro, when you get blue balls, when you're not paying attention to your outside world on retention. Okay, and I just want to make that very clear for all you green guys out there who have no clue on arena that you're jumping in. You must understand, bro, this is the biggest monster on retention, bro. I promise you, okay? And once you learn how to conquer this, though, I'm going to promise you this one thing, bro. Once you learn how to conquer this, bro, retention almost becomes a breeze. Okay. But I almost think that most men have to experience this, bro, to understand the nature of the energy that they're dealing with. Okay. It's one of those things that, like I said, there's no right way to deal with it. Okay. The only thing that you can do is do what I did, is not release it. Okay. Or, you know, go and grab some ice packs or do some certain massages down there. But I'm here to tell you, bro, it doesn't matter what the hell you do once it's got built up to that point. Okay, I don't care what you do. Once it's got built up to that point, bro, you're going to be in excruciating pain. Okay. And like I said, what most men end up doing, they end up reconsidering the journey because they understand that this is going to be a common occurrence because they never were on this journey for real. Okay. They never were on this journey for real, man. And they don't know how to transmute this energy when this happens. So take heed to what I'm telling you and understand, man, that you have to know these things. And you got to understand, man, there's no real way to conquer this, man. And this is why you should avoid it at all costs, because it will most definitely end your retention journey.
All right. Next thing I want to tell you guys, financial prosperity. Okay? Financial prosperity. Now listen to this. I've never been the type of guy, you know, I just never been the type of guy. We're guys, right? I've never been the type of guy to always have his financial things in order. I've never been the type of guy to try to save money. I'm the type of guy, when I get money, I go out and I spend it. I go out and I go buy something. I go out and I don't have things like that in order. You guys, I don't know what is happening to me, but it's an amazing and the most beautiful experience that I've had in my life. Because now I have my ducks in order. Now I know what my goals are. Now I know what I'm saving towards. I don't go out and blow money. Like I said, I used to be one of those people that go out and buy weed all the time. I used to be one of those people that go out and spend money on shit that didn't matter. I used to be one of those people that would just go out and just, you know, go to clubs, you know, just blow money on video games, you know, just stupid stuff. You guys, since this semen retention has took over my life and is now in the driver's seat, I have my ducks in order as far as getting money together, not spending my money, saving my money, spending my money on things that matter, saving it for weeks at a time. I didn't used to go through these things, okay? And these are all these things that I'm telling you that are so vital to one's life. Michael, it's hard to say with women, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's not nothing to brag about. I mean, she's my baby mother. I've been with her plenty of times, so I'm pretty sure I'm the one that's imprinted her womb. She has 2 of my children, so I'm pretty sure that's a huge possibility, but I'm not trying to sit up here and brag about a woman that I've been with, hundreds of times. You know what I mean? What I look at women that I don't know. And I have story after story after story for you guys about these women approaching me and talking to me. So I really think it's huge, and it does have something to do with attraction, the law of attraction, because women are just interested in you. And of course my baby mother's interested in me. We have kids together. I'm pretty sure if I really, really wanted to, that I could go there with her. But you guys, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested in that right now. It's not that I don't care about her, and it's not I don't find her attractive in some ways. It's just I'm not interested in that right now. That's a good question, Jason. The best diet. Now, see, this is a little interesting because I follow a couple different diets. I follow a keto, brother. Now, check this out. If a man stores up his sexual energy, okay? If a man stores up his sexual energy, he becomes stronger. He becomes healthier. Intuition, great word. That's the word I was looking for, brother. Listen to this, you guys. If a man stores up his sexual energy, he becomes stronger, healthier, and more vital. You hear that? If a man stores up his sexual energies, he becomes stronger, healthier, and more vital. And again, this is something that's not rocket science, you guys, right? This is something not rocket science. I just had a guy earlier commenting on one of my videos talking about balding has nothing to do with releasing your semen. It's more genetic. And I responded to him like this. Yes, that's partially true. But I'll give you something else to think about. All the people that I know, especially in my family, I have 2 younger brothers, okay? I have 2 younger brothers. Now, explain this to me. Why are they both bald? Both of my brothers were into pornography like no other, spanking their monkey every single day. And they've lost all their hair, okay? All of it, all right? All the guys that I know around college town, all the guys that I know that are football players that I used to know that all they care about is busting their nut, right? They're all bald, okay? Now, you have some guys out there that are on testosterone, steroids, and that causes them to go bald. Or you have guys out there that are on bad diets and they're not getting any nutrition. And what happens when you don't get the proper nutrition, your body leaches from itself and starts to eat itself. How do I know? Because I used to be a vegan for 7 years, and it was one of the worst decisions that I had ever made in my life. Because at one point I was super healthy, muscular, vital, and my body started eating itself, okay? Because I was malnourished, all right? And when you become malnourished, guess what's going to happen? Your body's going to lose out on all the things that keeps it healthy, right? And your hair is one of the #1 things that's going to be the first to go, you guys, all right? So understand this. You hear people telling you out there that releasing your semen has nothing to do with you balding. They're full of shit, okay? And they're just making an excuse so they can keep fapping off, all right? I'm telling you guys, this has everything to do with preserving your health. This has everything to do with slowing down your aging and releasing your semen, okay? This I cannot make up, okay? This is something that I will, like I said, I'll put my stamp of approval on this, you guys. Day 104, hey, man. Day 104, hey, man. That's some good shit. That's some good shit. But you got to be strong, brother. You got to be strong, because those demons are going to come looking for you soon, right? They're going to come looking for you in the form of a wet dream. They're going to come looking for you. They're going to come looking for you as far as to trick you back to watching some pornography. They're going to come looking for you as a female that you haven't seen in a long time that's going to come and try to leech your energy from you. So if you're on day 104, please stay strong. Stay focused, okay? Guard this like you are guarding all of your money in your wallet, okay? Do not let someone take this from you, okay? What I want for you guys to do more than anything is you don't have to go 16 months like me. You don't have to go to my goal of 2 years. You don't have to do that like me. You don't have to do that. You can just make it, if you can just make it 6 months, if you can make it a year, I will have the utmost respect for any man that can restrain and conserve and preserve his semen for that long. Because at that point, I won't need to explain all these things for you, because you're going to get all these benefits yourself.
Now, I want to make a quick point here, okay? You heard me chalk up the facts here. You heard me say that you start releasing your seed and you start balding. We figured out early on that there was the correlation, bro, with releasing your seed, bro, and balding. And what do we see in our community? What do we see in our community? Especially all these men who have claimed, bro, that semen retention is a placebo. They all walking around here with a missing hairline, aren't they? You cannot make this up, bro, okay? This is why you can tell, bro, who's truly retaining their seed. Let me tell you some of the things that are going to happen when you're holding on to your seed, bro. You're going to reverse that balding, okay? Your hair is going to grow like a chia pet, bro. Ask me, how do I know? Look at my hair, ladies and gentlemen. Go look at my videos and look at my hair. Look at my beard, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I'm telling you, bro, my hair grows so crazy on retention, man, okay? This is one of the main things that I absolutely love about it, man, is how my hair is just had a mind of its own. It's so thick, bro. It is so long, bro. It is so luxurious, man. And all this stuff happened, man, on the site of doing retention. I never experienced hair growth like this before. And so many people out there, the coomers with empty balls on the minoxidil, instead of using their own natural minoxidil, bro, okay, which is their sexual life force energy, which is their seed, bro, okay? We're talking about stem cells, but yet everybody out here want to do urine therapy the hard way, bro, instead of retain their seed. They want to be out here drinking a big old bottle of Gatorade piss, bro, instead of retaining a seed. When all you need to do to ensure the fact that you're going to build up these stem cells, bro, that are going to rejuvenate your body the same as all these other things that people really don't need. Okay, they would rather do things the nasty way, bro, instead of do things the easy way. Okay, because they still want to go out there and be coomers. They still want to go out there and enjoy releasing their seed for other things other than procreation. Instead of just doing the right thing, man. Okay, all the positive benefits that are receiving retention are unmatched, bro. They're unmatched, bro. I'm telling you. It's a no-brainer, but the problem is the society that we live in, okay? You must understand the strategic matrix that we live in. It is set up, bro, strictly against men. You need to understand this, bro. It is set up against men. And this is why it is hard for us, man, to become our very best version. This is why it is hard for us, man, to achieve the goals that we want in life, because you must understand your seed is everything, bro. It is that important. It's who you are. It's your genetic makeup, bro. It is literally your glow. And the minute you keep releasing it, man, the minute that all of those benefits just get depleted, And this is why you see so many men walking around here, bro, having to go to Turkey, bro, or wearing those hats every single day, okay, or pumping the minoxidil on their head. This is why, man, because these are the repercussions of releasing your seed. Okay, we're not supposed to be out here doing that. But again, man, we live in a matrix, man, that is set up strategically to give you nothing but pleasure, instant access, instant gratification to all these different types of pleasures, man. And this is why so many men fail.
You're absolutely right, brother. There is nothing better. There is nothing better that helps aid semen retention than fasting. All right. Because again, remember I told you foods can be your detriment as well. If you're eating fast foods, if you're eating foods with lots of sugar in them, I don't know what it does per se scientifically, you guys, but it weakens your aura. It weakens you, okay? And it makes you more susceptible to do things that are weak, like releasing your semen or watching some pornography. You have to eat clean during this time, okay? And fasting is something that I do a lot. It's something that I highly, highly recommend. So the next thing, you guys, you become ambitious and creative. Okay? Think about this. Ambitious and creative. All right? Now, me, I've always had some sort of like kind of creative mind, but ever since I've been doing this, guys, I've gotten more creative with my work. I've gotten more creative with the conversations that I have. There you go. Lion loses his mane after castration. So it has plenty to do with keeping that vital energy in you. Thank you for that comment, brother. But like I said, I became more creative with everything. You guys, I honestly wish all you men could get to the point that I'm at. I really wish it. Because then you would be making these videos and then you would have to understand what it's like to try to explain this to people. Because this is nothing that I'm not making up. Everything that I'm telling you is the absolute truth and is happening to me tenfold, okay? My creative ability is just at one of the highest levels that it's ever been at. I'm creative in the way I do videos. I'm creative the way I carry myself. I'm creative when I have conversations with people. I'm creative with everything that I do now, okay? And creativity is like one of the number one things that will help you get to what it is that you're trying to do. You're going to become more creative. You're going to open up more doors. You're going to have more opportunities to meet people because that creative energy is powerful, you guys, okay? I cannot make this up.
Guys, I know you know the truth, okay? I know you guys know the truth as far as creative ability. Again, one of the top benefits of semen retention is creative ability. I told you, okay, this whole channel was created off of semen retention and creative ability that I gained from retaining my seed. Guys, let me explain this story to you one more time for all the people in the back who have never heard this, okay? When I first came on YouTube, okay, when I first tried to create this channel, let me tell you what I tried to do, okay? I had no idea how to create videos. I'm telling you the truth. Listen to the facts here, fellas, okay? I came on here and I just wanted to create videos, but I didn't have the skills to do it. Okay, I didn't know how to work a computer. I didn't know how to work the software. I didn't have any creative abilities on how to snip different things and put different clips and add music, create a channel trailer. Okay, create an opening. Okay, if you go look at my videos today, okay, and you have to be honest. Please don't hate. Just be honest. Okay, my videos get a lot of views. And the reason why my videos get a lot of views is why, ladies and gentlemen, is because they're creative. They have a opening, they have a closing, they have an intro, they have edited information, they have clips put in them. We're talking about different videos that I have made that have taken, my average video, if it really has really good content in it, on the average, we're talking about 9 to 10 hours of editing. Okay. I'm not kidding. Okay. This is why I don't just upload videos. Okay. This only takes part in the videos that I upload. Okay. Because when I upload, that's when I'm showing you my creative ability. So if you want to see my creative ability in real time, go watch all of my uploads. That's where I show you the true power that I have gained from creative ability. Now, going back to the beginning, as I said, bro, I didn't have the skills to do that. You guys think I'm joking. You guys think I'm lying. I'm not lying to you, bro. I'm telling you, this is the realest of the real. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you the absolute truth on my life. I didn't have the creative ability when I first started this journey. I was trying to pay people. If I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Ask anybody who knew me early on in my YouTube career on the Shaved Lion King. I was trying to pay people to help me create videos for this channel. All I wanted to do was have a nice channel. All I wanted to do was have creative videos. And guess what? I didn't have it, because guess what? I wasn't retaining my seed at the very beginning of this channel. Okay. And guess what? Nobody helped me. I'm going to drive this point home. I really want you to understand this is why my channel is special. Please, I'm not making this up. Just trust me on what I'm telling you. I'm not making this up. Nobody would help me, bro. I almost didn't have this channel. Nobody would help me. And guess what? I had money backing everything that I wanted, and still nobody would help me. What do you think that did to me, bro, as far as confidence? Okay, I took money and tried to hire people to help me create social media content for this channel. And guess what, guys? Nobody helped me. So guess what I end up having to do? I end up having to do this whole channel myself. No one has ever helped me on this channel. All of this work, all those 9 and 10-hour videos of editing came from me. And guess when they came on the strongest? When I hit my first year of semen retention. If I'm lying, I'm flying, bro. Okay, if I'm lying, I'm flying. When I hit 1 year of semen retention, bro, my mind unlocked. My creative abilities were just untapped. And this is how I created this whole channel, okay? Off of the back of semen retention and all the creative ability I have gained. And if you're just going to come on here and try to say that it ain't nothing and it ain't this, you're a big ass hater. Because my channel should have at least 100,000 subscribers, and we already know why it doesn't. Okay, I'm not making this up. I dare you to go compare any of my semen retention videos to anybody else's videos in the community. I dare you to do it, and I want you to be real about it. Okay, I don't want you to be fake about it. I don't want no haters coming in here and trying to lie to me. I want you to go take my videos that I have made and go compare them to anybody else in this damn semen retention community, and you tell me who has more creative ability. I want you to sit here and lie to me right now. Go and show anybody else's videos and compare them with mine. I'm talking about creative ability versus creative ability. You're going to see that I blow everybody else out of the water. It's not even a competition, and I'm not being cocky. It's because of what I've done. Okay, we're talking about 7 years, bro, of retaining life force energy. 7 years, bro, of creative ability that I have stored up, man. And it came out in the form of creative content, things that I did not have, gifts that I have gained. I don't need to lie about this, bro. This is why you can never, ever tell me something negative about retention, because I know what the hell it's done for me. It's got me over 1 million views on this channel. So if you're going to sit up here and hate on 1 million views on the channel, bro, and I'm not no plant, I'm not no somebody that's giving views. I got it out the dirt, bro, by putting in elbow grease to get these types of views. And the only reason I got these type of views and these real types of subscribers is because my content is unique. And where do you think that came from? That came from my creative ability. And I'm telling you, if you do this, your creative ability is going to go buck wild and you're going to be doing things that are going to amaze you. And this is what I've been trying to tell you guys, man. You have no idea on what gifts that you have. We all are different. You have no idea on how creative this is going to make you in your life. I don't care what it is you're doing. I don't care if it's music. I don't care if it's art. I don't care what it is. You are going to be more creative than you ever have. You're going to be shocked. You're going to become a professional. You're going to become someone that they're going to hire to help them create work. And what else have I done to prove that? What else have I done to prove that? I've gone on to create a side business. Okay, I have a side business, bro, that I get paid lots of money, bro, to create real commercials. So you're going to sit up here and tell me that I'm lying? You're going to sit up here and tell me that I got examples on my channel. Go look at my channel. Go look at my uploads. I got examples all on my channel, bro. Okay. I get paid lots of money, bro, to make videos for people. Okay. Don't sit here and try to tell me that that's a coincidence. It's not, bro, because I did not have those gifts. I just sat here and told you that I had to pay people to try to help me create this channel. But God didn't want that for me. The Most High did not want that for me. He wanted me to go on this journey. And what do you know? I unlocked abilities inside of myself that I didn't even know I have. And this is why you have the content that you have. This is why you are inspired today. This is what brought you here, man. It's my creative energy. And it didn't come from me being me. It came from me retaining my seed. This is why I can talk about this forever. You cannot hate on this practice, bro. It is absolutely not a placebo. And everybody that says that, bro, is a plant, okay? Because this is real. I have the proof to show you, bro. Just because YouTube is one of these platforms that hold people back, that allows any troll to come in and flag videos and they're able to hold the channel back, doesn't mean I'm not going to be able to take my content that is monetized anywhere with me, man, and create wealth and be able to keep people entertained by this information of semen retention, bro, also showing them creative ability. This is what I have done, bro, on retention, and it has been remarkable, bro. I am still shocked to this day that I have turned out to the person that I am. I have created a whole damn side business, and I create some of the best commercials that anyone has ever seen, bro. Okay, I have that gift, I have that ability, and it all came on from me retaining my seed, and that's on everything that I love.
All right, check this out. The next thing, you're going to develop stamina and endurance. Now, your endurance and your stamina, for sure, brother, for sure. Now, get this. Stamina and endurance. All right, guys, I hate it for the woman that I decide to release with. I hate it for the woman that I decide to release her because I'm going to wear her out. Do you hear me? I am going to wear her out. She's probably going to fall head over heels in love with me because of all of this stamina, endurance, and this energy, and this magnetic energy that I have, you guys. I cannot make this shit up. I feel like I freaking have superpowers, bro. I feel like I can put my hand out and literally some kind of energy will come out of my hands. That's exactly how I feel. And I notice these women notice it. I'm telling you guys, I cannot make this up. So the woman that I get with, I'm telling you, when I decide to release this, or even if I don't release it, even if I do get with her and I have intercourse with her and I don't release, but I'm not going to lie to you guys, that is like a slim possibility of even happening because it is very hard. We all know it's very hard when you start having intercourse with a woman to not release, okay? That's another step. That's another level of semen retention that I have yet to touch, and I don't even think that I'm going to be able to obtain that type of a level. I'm just going to keep it real with you, all right? the way that I look at this is I'm building myself up. I'm going to achieve my goal. If it happens, it happens. If I go longer, then I go longer. But again, the rate that I'm going and the things that are happening to me now, I'm going to eventually run into the woman that I'm meant to meet. You're right. You're right. And that's one of the number one reasons that the birth rates have declined. It's one of the number one reasons why we're having so many women. Is there a mad scientist that's at work here? Why is it that every time all the guys that I know are having more little girls than they are little boys, right? That all has to do with what you're eating, and it also has to do with the magnitude of how much sperm you're releasing. As I told you guys in one of my last videos, that the way that I had a boy this time, because I had 2 girls previously, right? The way that I had a boy this time was I built myself up for almost 3 months before I started having sex with her. And guess what happened this time when she got pregnant? We had a boy. I hear you, man. I hear you. Now check this out. The next thing that I want to tell you, which is really one of these superpowers. So listen to this, guys. The power to influence with will and thought. Did you hear what I just said? The power to influence with the thought and will. Okay? Why is it that when someone goes on one of these videos and they're really doing their semen retention, right? They're really doing this, right? Why is it that they're able to reach such a big audience? Why is it that they're able to be able to basically have people follow them? Basically have people believe exactly what they're saying. Why do you think that's possible? Why you think that these things are just happening? These are some of the things that we can't explain, you guys. We just literally can't explain these things. These are things we cannot break down with science, okay? But I've noticed the same thing, because before I started my journey, I was watching other men who were doing the same thing. And guess what? They were able to influence me just like I'm able to influence many of you, okay? If I was up here bullshitting, if I was up here not doing exactly what it is that I said I'm doing, then how would I be able to have the ability to reach so many people, right? This is a superpower, you guys. You could use this power to have huge businesses. You could use this power to have huge followings. You could use this power for good or bad. But I would hope that you would use this type of power for bad or for good, because I don't use all the powers that I'm obtaining, you guys. I'm not using this for bad. I'm not going out there chasing down girls and talking their panties off and having them submit to me. I'm using everything for good. You're right. You're right. It is mental. It is mental. It is very, very mental. You have to tell yourself that you're not going to do it. And if you do it, if you do that, everything's going to work out for you. Veganism, man, robs you from all your vital minerals and nutrients. You become malnourished on veganism. Veganism, when you're eating plants don't have the same nutrition as meat does, bro. It's just facts, all right? And I know a lot of people out there probably are vegan or still just now learning about the vegan. Man, I'm telling you guys, go to my health specialist channel and watch my ex-vegan videos, okay? There's plenty of men out there who are ex-vegans, and plenty of people out there who have gone through the same shit that I went through when I was a vegan. I became very sick. I became very ill. It's because I was malnourished, okay? And now that I'm back eating meat, drinking raw milk and all this stuff, I'm the healthiest that I've ever been. I will never go back to veganism again. Veganism is a trap, okay? And it's pushed by the government. It lowers your sperm count. It makes women infertile. There's so many things that it does. Veganism is a trap. So that's all we need to talk about as far as that veganism goes. The next thing that I want to tell you guys is you will be sick less often, all right? You will be sick less often, all right? Yep, you're right, bro. Haven't met a healthy male vegan, huh? And most of them take steroids, and that's just the honest truth. All the guys that are honestly the vegan men that act like they healthy, they're all taking steroids, bro. Steroids and testosterone is huge now in today's age. You know, it's everywhere. It's in high schools, it's in colleges, and sports. Many, many men are taking testosterone, okay? Period. It's just the way it is. So like I was saying, you guys, you will be sick less often. Now, me, I can't remember the last time that I've been sick, all right? I cannot remember the last time that I've been sick. It's been over a couple years, okay? The last time that I was sick was well over a couple of years ago, all right? And it's because that semen, you guys, those minerals and the nutrients, man, they're being recirculated through your body, thus building your immunity up way stronger than it actually is supposed to be, okay? Which is a beautiful thing about being a male. We have this regenerative power inside of us, and if we were just to keep it inside of us, a lot of our problems that we have would just be eliminated, okay? The same thing with sickness, all right? Good job, Mike, brother. Michael, 315. Welcome to the 315 Club. Welcome to the 315 Club, man. That's something good and be proud of, man. You're using your semen retentions for good benefits, things to help better you, things that help make you feel better, all right? But I just want you to focus too, brother Michael, just not on the aesthetics. Start focusing on that mind. Start studying, start encompassing more knowledge and more wisdom. It'll help you out in the long run. You're right. This is the man. You guys, I wish I was able to use my words better. I wish I was, more word slick, and I'd be able to tell you all these words to be able to try to describe exactly what's happening to me on this. But I feel like I have found the key. I have found the key to male happiness, to the male powers, to the male superpowers, to any problem that I could have in my life. I think I have found the key, okay? And I have never felt better in my life about anything, okay? Nothing has affected my life in a more positive way than this semen retention, you guys, okay? Without a doubt, okay? Without a doubt. And this is why I said it's going to be the number one thing that I talk about now. Yes, I care about the MGTOW community. Yes, I care about the health community. Yes, I care about all those things, but nothing is more important to me right now than this semen retention. Because you have all these guys, let's jump on MGTOW real quick. You have all these guys in the MGTOW community talking about going their own way, but yet they're still jacking off, right? They're still drinking beer and alcohol to a paramount level and fucking off their health. What is the point? It's supposed to be bettering yourself. You're supposed to be bettering yourself. You're a man going his own way. So why are you still looking at pornography with women in it? I'm not telling you to go look at pornography with men in it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, why are you still looking at pornography with women in it if you're going your own way? Why are you still jacking off? Why are you still doing all these bad things to your health? Why? I just don't get it. Why are you doing these things? You're supposed to be a man going his own way, okay? And if you're a man going his own way, then you need to be fucking practicing semen retention. All right, and if you're not practicing semen retention, I don't fucking take you seriously. All right, I don't take you seriously at all. All right, and that's facts. Okay, because you're not a real man in my eyes if you're not practicing this. You're just one of these little weak dudes around here fapping his energy away, who just doesn't give a damn and who's depressed and he just thinks, well, just gonna jack off because I can. You're going against everything that we're telling you. We're going against everything against your body. We're trying to help you be the best person that you can be, but yet you still want to do what the fuck you want to do. What is the point of all that? What is the point of all that? Okay? What is the point? Okay? I'm not coming on here to just talk to an empty audience. I'm coming on here to talk to men who actually want to do this. All right? And I just get sick. I'm sorry talking negative, but you guys, I just get sick of it. I get sick of seeing these people do these things, okay? And they're most of these men who, I can see they're just giving up on life because they figure they're not going to get a woman anymore. They've hit the man wall. They don't look good. You know what I mean? Well, if you started working on yourself a little bit more, maybe those things could turn around. Okay? And I know they can. I don't care what you look like. There's somebody out in this world for everybody. Even bald-headed fat man could find him a woman. Okay? And I'm not trying to tell you that you need to go be in a relationship. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying no one deserves to be celibate for the rest of their life. No one deserves to be alone and not have a female companion for the rest of their life. You guys, women were made for men, okay? You must understand that. They were made for us, all right? Even though we have this gynocracy and we have feminism and all this shit taking over, it does not mean that there isn't a woman out there who will not appreciate you. All right? And I'm not telling you to marry her. I'm not telling you to fall in love with her. But you do need some kind of help in this life. All right? And a female could greatly benefit you in the right situations. Okay? That's just the way I feel.
Now, I want to touch on something real quick, bro. Okay. I want to touch on this diet real quick. Okay. Here's what I've learned about diet. Okay. And this is no offense to anybody. Okay. If this offends you, okay, you haven't done enough studying. You don't understand that there's so many different walks of life down here. There's so many different DNAs that people carry. Okay. People are just different in general. People are born in different parts of the world, and there's certain diets that are privy to certain parts of the world. Here's what I've learned, and again, this will be my final stance on diet. Okay. I've learned that everybody has a different diet. Okay. Now, I'm not promoting that people eat only animals. I'm not promoting that people, don't respect the animals and people are overeating the animals and causing all this animal suffering and all of this factory farming. Okay. I'm totally against that. Okay. I am totally against that. I'm totally against all these fast food places. Okay. That are just, killing all these animals for the sake of pleasure, people overeating, okay, because people are greedy, okay? We live in America, bro, where everybody overindulges in everything, okay? What I've learned, okay, and I mean I've learned this, man, is that there's so many different walks of people, and they come from all different backgrounds, okay? They all have different things going on in their bodies, different DNAs. Okay, you can't just change someone's bloodline overnight and not expect that there be consequences. Okay, so what I've learned is whatever diet works for you is what works for you. If you are content, okay, with eating only plant-based, then that's what works for you. If your body accepts that and you're healthy and you're able to live and you're able to thrive and you're able to get everything that you want out of life without being ill or being, or falling into any of these sicknesses, okay, because of not eating a certain thing, then that's what's for you. Okay. But what I do not promote and what I will always be against is the overconsumption of animals. Okay. You shouldn't be out here, okay, living in your lower chakras, overeating, okay, eating foods that are unnecessary, taking lives that are unnecessary, okay? This is why we need to go back to the olden days, okay? Having your own farm, raising your own animals, okay? Because what that's going to do is that's going to keep you in respects for your livestocks. Okay, you're not going to be one of these people who are in America, which, like I said, who gives us instant gratification to all these foods, which causes us to overeat and cause more animal suffering than we need to. Okay, but what I've learned is, like I said, everybody is different, and there's not one diet for everybody, and you must respect this. And if you don't respect this, then you haven't done enough research, and you don't have enough understanding to understand that everybody is different, okay? And again, I'm not promoting the overconsumption of animals. I do not do that, but I've had to mature. I've had to understand. I've had to take my opinions out of certain things in this world, man, and I can't allow my ego and my opinion, okay, to affect somebody else's way that they were raised, okay? That's a part of their bloodline, okay? And some people need to eat certain things. But what I do not want people to do is to cause any more suffering than we need on this planet. And this is why I advocate from raising your own livestock, okay? Because then that's going to keep you humble, okay? That's going to keep you in a state where you appreciate what it is that you have. But see, because we live in America, everything is given to us freely, okay? There's so much greed, okay? There's so much overconsumption. There's so much gluttony, Okay, it is promoted. Okay, and that's where things have gotten out of hand, because now we're creating more death than we know what to do with, and that just isn't right. So I believe that if you are a person out there and you have the capabilities of having your own farm and raising your own food, okay, that is something that I do not disagree with, okay, because I understand that some people have to eat certain foods, okay, but we should all take into consideration based off of where we live and understand that we live in a place where animal suffering is real, okay. Factory farming is real. The overconsumption in all these fast food places is real. And don't get me wrong, they're here trying their best to recreate, different foods that we can eat, but those foods are also, now that we're finding out, are just as harmless as the foods that we have been eating. Okay, so we need to understand on what has been here way before in the olden times, man, that people have been living on since before we was born. Okay, and there's a certain diet that we have been eating. Okay, and we need to get back to that. We need to get back to having our own. But we're, like I said, we're in a society now, man, where everything's about greed and overconsumption. Okay, and we're causing more harm. Okay, because of our greed. Okay, and that's what it boils down to. It doesn't boil down to, we can't eat certain things. It boils down to the greed and the overconsumption and the gluttony, okay, of this society. This is what this society is built on, okay? Everybody's like that here, okay? And that's one of the things that we need to check. We need to go back to the olden days, man, of growing our own food, okay? We need to go back to the days of that, because that's going to bring balance. Okay, we're not going to be overeating on specific foods. And this is the problem. Okay, this is what I have matured to. This is my understanding. And I've been validated by plenty of high people in societies who have told me that this is the correct way to think. Okay, because everybody cannot eat the same diet. Okay, some people's flora in their stomach is a certain way, and you can't just change that, okay, over 1 decade. It doesn't work like that, okay? And it causes people to be sick, all right? And this is what I've had to learn, okay? So I'm here to say that there is no right and really no wrong, but the only thing that we need to be doing is taking in consideration on what we have going on here in our society. And what we have going on here in our society is a whole bunch of greed, okay? A whole bunch of overconsumption, all right? And that's what we need to be focused on, okay? We need to go back to the olden days. We need to go back to our own farming, okay? Because in that case, we're not going to be having the exposure to eat hamburgers every day, to eat chicken every day, okay? To eat, oysters and clams and all these different things. Over consuming all of these foods is the problem that we have in our society, okay? And this is where we lost. And that this is all onset, from our, industrial age and the booming of jobs and creation of cities. All these different things is reason why this is happening. So I just want to make that very clear, okay? My opinion has changed probably 2 or 3 different times over, my 20 years of dealing with health, okay? And I've had to learn to understand on other people's upbringings and how their DNA is, and understanding how everybody cannot consume the same foods. So we have to have respect for people in that manner. And I believe if we get back to believing like that, I believe that we're going to have better harmony here on this planet. Okay. And we're going to be cutting down on, the death mortality rate a hell of a lot in this world. And I believe that that's what's really important. So that's what I want you guys to understand as far as diet goes.
I guarantee you, Bruce Semen retention. How do you think they had that power to go to war? How do you think they had that extra oomph to take out another man? How do you think they had that? Do you think if they were really releasing their fapping all the time and became a weak society, that they would be able to be where they were? Absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not. But you guys, we live in this society where they promote women as sexual objects, and they put them all over TV. They have them walking around. They've got these women. They've got these women's minds, and now these women think they can walk around with all this sexual freedom. Okay, which causes it causes a backfall on us men, because we're the ones that are receptacle to that. Yep, absolutely. All right, so check this out. Like I said, you will be sick less often. Health problems will be minimized or disappear entirely. Did you hear what I said? You will be sick less often. Health problems will be minimized or disappear entirely. You guys, where does most of your immunity lie in a human body? Does anybody know? You don't know? Well, I'll tell you where it lies. It lies in your gut. Okay? That's where the most immunity in your body lies. It's in your gut. Okay? That is the epicenter of your health. All right? Now, if you are keeping all those vitamins and minerals and nutrients that can create a freaking child recirculating inside of your system, you are going to build up an immunity so tough that there will be nothing that will be able to penetrate you and make you sick. This is a superpower. Remember, we live in the real world, okay? We don't live in some Marvel comic world. We live in a real world. You're right, man. You're right. Yeah, don't get that flu shot, brother. You get that flu shot, and I guarantee you'll end up with that flu. That's a fact. All right, so check this out. The next thing. You need less sleep. Hold on. Dude, look, you guys need to look at me again. Okay, look at my face, you guys. This is what a 40-year-old healthy man looks like. Look at my eyes. Look at my face. 16 months. Okay? And if you really want to know more, I've been close. It's probably more closer to 2 years almost, because there was, like I said, there was times where I was going a month without it. I was going 2 months without it. I was going 3 months without it before I figured out what semen retention was. All right? And look, I've kept all that shit inside me. And look what you get. 4 hours a night. I get a little bit more than that, but yes, you could survive off of that, brother. If you were doing semen retention, you're absolutely right. You definitely could survive off of that. But I get more than that. I'm more 7 hours. Okay, I get 7 hours, and that's all I need, and I go the whole day strong. All right, strong. Okay, and sometimes I get less than that because I like to stay up late and study. You know, I'm one of those people. I'm always watching something. I'm always reading something. I'm one of those people that do that, right? So I've noticed that I need way less sleep than I do, and I still look good. I don't ever look tired. Man, you guys, I see so many people with these videos. I see so many people out here in reality that look just dead tired. Bags under their eyes, just tired, no energy. It is way easier to gain muscle. What do you think? You know what testosterone is, right? Do you know how much you expel during an orgasm of testosterone? So imagine, that's why my physique, I look like I lift weights. I don't lift weights. I haven't touched a weight in almost, over a year? I don't lift weights. Everything I do is muscle, body weight exercising. Cold showers, bro. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Cold showers really work because they don't rob you. They don't rob you of energy, unlike hot showers do. Okay, so cold showers is a great tool. Yeah, calisthenics is awesome, brother. I love calisthenics as well, bro. That's what keeps you sharp, man. Calisthenics, if you really want to know my number one thing, calisthenics is it, bro. That's it, man. Any kind of calisthenics will keep you sharp. So check this out. The next thing. You will develop a more even temperament. few things will irritate you or cause you to lose your frame. Did you just hear what I said, guys? Huh? Let me repeat that one more time. You develop a more even temperament, right? Few things irritate you or cause you to lose your frame. Do you see what I'm saying? How is this not superpowers, you guys, in the real world? How is this not superpower in the real world, you guys? Right? How is this not... I'm going to read it again. You develop a more even temperament. Few things irritate you or cause you to lose your frame. Now you see why you can deal when I tell you your sperm is your shield against bullshit. Your sperm is your shield of protection for a man. When you are retaining your semen, you are bringing out that alpha inside of you, that alpha energy inside of you. Therefore, I don't know too many situations in this world where people go up and attack alpha men, right? Or anything in the wild that's alpha. I don't see that ever having an issue with anything that's considered a peasant or smaller than it, right? Your temperament becomes so cool. You become such a mellow and such a chill person that things do not bother you, all right? I've been to court multiple times. I had all these things that I've shared with you guys, right? Mr. Former, my boy, what's happening, man? Good to see you. Mr. Former in the building, y'all. If y'all are not subscribed to Mr. Former, get your ass over there and subscribe to my man's channel. Mr. Former is leading the damn MGTOW crusade, bro. Mr. Former, Hammerhand, Mr. Elite, those are my boys, all right? If you're not subscribed to them, subscribe to them. Watch his newest video, If You Miss Being in a Relationship, Part 5, all right? Mr. Former's the man. All right, so the next thing that I want to tell you guys, you become bolder, more courageous, displaying integrity. Read it one more time. You become bolder and more courageous, displaying integrity. These are these things, gentlemen. These are these things, gentlemen, that are going to make you who it is you want to be. So you can have all the components possible to make every single thing that you do better for yourself. These things are absolutely vital, you guys. These things are absolutely vital. The next thing I want to talk about. You develop consistency of character and strong will of pursuing your goals. Read it one more time. You develop consistency of character and strong will of pursuing your goals. Now you see why everyone who is doing this journey cannot and will not be stopped. Is it clear as day? Is it clear as day that you see why you are on a wrecking path, on a runaway train to success? Do you see these things, gentlemen? Do you? I hope you do. The next thing I want to say. This activates your sixth sense, okay? This is the difference between an ordinary man and a genius. Right? Are you following me? This activates your sixth sense. This is the difference between an ordinary man and a genius. You guys, are you not seeing these superpowers on which are easily obtainable by any man? Any man who wants to obtain these things and become a standout person have abilities higher than any other ordinary person walking around on this planet, has the opportunity to take his own life in his own hands and be able to better himself. Okay? All of these things that I'm telling you, I am seeing them personally take fold in my life. That's why I feel it so important and is imperative to me to share this with you guys. Okay? This is no joke. This is no dream. This is the only way that a man can become his best version of himself genuinely.
All right, guys. I'm going to finish that video right there. And I'm going to close with saying this. Everything that I have said in the past has come to pass. I find that funny. It intrigues me, man, to look back on these videos. And I'm going back with an open mind to possibly see if there was things that I possibly had left out. And let me tell you something, man. I have been overly impressed with everything that I have discussed in these previous live streams on how they have came full fruition in my life. I've learned so much from retention, and everything that they have told us has been true. And I want you to understand, man, that you can achieve these same things too. Don't let society, don't let the negative influences, don't let the bad opinions of others who are not in this frequency, who are not practicing this sacred energy retention, affect your mind. When you get the calling to try to enhance your life for the better, why? Because I am proving this to you in real time that all of these things have manifested in my life. I have become the absolute best version that I could ever become. I have left a legacy behind, and I'm only going to continue to become greater and achieve more things in my life because I am still retaining to this day. And this is the proof that I want to show you guys that this is real, and the reason why my channel is hidden, because this is what is going to happen to you. These are the changes that you're going to go through when you mature on this journey of semen retention. I want you to understand that. The gifts are ready to be unlocked. All you have to do is put in the effort. All you got to do is show the discipline. And I promise you this one thing, fellas. Your whole life is going to completely change for the better. So I appreciate all you guys. Like I said, like I always do, I appreciate all of you guys, man, who are putting in the effort to walk this practice, to understand that these are the things that are being taught behind closed doors in hidden societies, okay? We're talking about an ability, man, that they're trying to keep secret. They're trying to keep man from evolving to become his very best version. Why? Because they don't want any competition. But here's the thing. We know this is real. We know that this practice is 100% legit, okay? And now what we've got is we've got years of documentation, okay? We have a person here walking this journey in the flesh on long-term streaks, man. And you're seeing the growth, you're seeing the elevation, you're seeing the legacy of which you yourself will leave behind. And I told you, this is what it's all about at the end of the day for a man, okay? This is what life is about. And this is the mark that we're going to leave on this world. And I promise you, man, it'll be the greatest thing that you have ever done, okay? The greatest thing that you have ever done. I put that on everything I love. So I appreciate everybody, man, who came in here and who supported, man. Thank you very much, you guys. I appreciate you guys like no other, man. I have one of the best audiences ever, man. I have one of the best communities ever, bro. Okay, because it's full of real optimistic people, man, who see the truth and choose to do something with it. Okay, And you are the people, man, at the end of the day, man, who are going to be benefiting from all of these things that we have learned over all these years. And your life is going to be greater and greater each day that you decide to move forward in this practice. And until the next one, guys, I'm going to talk to all you guys then. All right. You guys have a good, wonderful night. Have a safe weekend and continue to retain your seed. Until the next time, guys, I'll see all you guys on the next one. You guys have a good rest of the night. I love you guys. Thank you for the support, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace, my guys. Activate the Shave Line King.
You are now listening to Beantown Beats. You are now listening to Beantown Beats. You are now listening to Beantown Beats. You are now listening to Beantown Beats.
You are now listening to TSLK Radio, the realest retainer in the game. For real, for real. The shaved Lion King got me on semen retention. For real, for real.